He has a very unexpected journey ahead of him, but let's start with him getting a gift from his mother. Here you go, Brian!
Wow, it's a hatchet. Thanks, Mom. It's really nice.
Brian said goodbye and hopped onto the plane. Hey Brian, you ready to take off?
Ready when you are.
Brian took off. He was waving goodbye to his mother. Bye! Hey Brian, have you ever flew a plane before? I can teach you.
No, I never had. Will you teach me, please?
The pilot was nice enough to give Brian a hand and teach him how to fly the plane.
Oh, it's real cool, but my arm's getting stiff. Can you take it back over?
Sure, no problem. The pilot was feeling something unusual in his stomach, which intensified to his heart.
Is everything alright?
The pilot all of a sudden stopped moving and didn't say a word. Brian knew that he had a heart attack.
Oh no, please tell me that he didn't have a heart attack.
Brian tried to get a hold of someone to get help. Brian picked up the radio and started calling for help, but no one could hear him. Brian felt the plane tilting to the right, and he had got a firm grasp of the controls and tilted to the left, leaving him alive for a few more hours.
Oh no, really slow. I had to land this place as soon as I can, or plane will be out of fuel and I will be dead.
Brian noticed the lake not too far out. He could lose altitude and land the plane right on the lake. Brian aimed the nose down to lose height and just glided around to lose speed. And when Brian lost altitude, he maneuvered the plane to land straight on the lake. As soon as Brian landed the plane safely, the plane was sinking. Brian just sat there for a few seconds to catch his breath. Water started to fill the plane.
Ah!
Brian turned to the left of him and saw the pilot dead, which got him to move on to get out of the plane. Brian sends out with nothing but his hatchet. The first thing Brian needs when he escapes was water. He had many huge gulps of lake water, which wasn't going to time over for now. But he needed somewhere to set up shelter. The next morning, Brian followed the right side of the lake and found some berries to quench his hunger. It didn't taste good, but it could quench his hunger for a few. The next night, Brian was sleeping in his shelter. He felt a huge pain shoot up his leg. He had good reflexes and threw his hatchet and hit the stone, which sparked, and Brian had a good idea for the morning. The next morning, he just worked on the fire, and he made it. Brian didn't want to leave the fire alone, but he had to work on other things. Brian saw the fish in the lake, and he made a spear to catch fish. He made a spear, but he couldn't catch a single fish. Suddenly, Brian thought of making a bow. Brian went to the forest to find some wood. While he was cutting the trees, he heard a small engine sound. He didn't notice He didn't notice it at the first time because he was so focused on cutting the tree. When he looked up, there was a search plane passing him. Brian ran fast as he can, and when he got to the shelter, the search plane had already passed. And his chances were gone. The end.